Cognizant of the court ruling, Supreme Court ruling. The Supreme Court ruling states that civilians should not be tried in court martial. They say civilians. Now here you are saying under certain circumstances, exceptional, civilians should be tried in court martial. Now I wanted to know what has changed that the court martial has been doing with the civilian in trying them in court martial, now that they seek to change and try them. Because here, principally, the ruling says civilians, not exceptional, civilians. So there it causes an ambiguity. Attorney General, you will need to give us a better statement whether this one may not contravene the Constitution, especially Article 92, about the activities of Parliament versus the court. So we need that. Finally, the issue is on uniform. I have seen here you are stating the shoes for military, black shoes for ceremonial shoes for the military. It is almost the shoes I'm wearing. It means all now shoes in Uganda, when they are black, will be police of military. Meaning all Ugandans may end there. It is here, the picture is here. Honorable Minister, don't intimidate us, I'm giving a submission. You will also clarify, because the picture is here showing picture 25. This is a normal shoe for all Ugandans, all members of Parliament are wearing now here. So meaning all of us, we may end in court martial unless if this is changing. Maybe yes, even the minister is putting on the same shoes. So you may end up, you may think you may be the first person to be paraded before the court martial because of these shoes you are showing. So we need clarity so that we don't pass a bill tomorrow, then we come here, we need to change. There is a lot we need to change here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You may
to military court. I would be a victim. In the recent Kawempe elections, I was arrested by JAT, thrown into a drone, and later, when colleagues asked for a statement on what happened to us, the Minister of Internal Affairs came up with a statement that they found pimps of a rank of Lieutenant General and General in my car. That would subject me to the military court, and I would qualify under circumstances where I was not involved in the search of my car, under circumstances where not even my lawyers or a representative from my side. Chair, with this bill or law passed, it means that most of us will be subjected, or actually all of us will be subjected to military courts. Chair, just last year, I called the Honorable Oboth in finding out why the military had raided my home without following the rightful procedures, even at a level of a member of parliament where I know I am supposed to be summoned. Even as a civilian, it would require the military or any force to come in with a formal search warrant. Chair, the military raided my home, and I called Honorable Both to question him whether if a shadow minister qualifies to make an oath of a serving military officer. They found white Kitenji clothes, and they came and paraded and claiming that these were military uniforms. And I'm from seeing, when you look at the bill, page 88, clearly there are army Kitenji clothes, blue Kitenji clothes, which I think most of the designers around town are using. What would differentiate the attires of the military would be the symbols, the emblems that differentiate. There is no way you can tell me that a boot, a black boot, or any other clothing that does not have a symbol should be attached and gazetted to be a uniform of the military. I believe this is going to affect many but even the creatives in the industry. This is something that many of our supporters of the NUP are being arrested. One is arrested because he's putting on a red beret that specifically has a symbol of the people power, one that is gazetted and accepted by the Electoral Commission, different from that of the army. Many of these young people that are being arrested are being subjected in the military court before the Supreme Court ruling. They were being subjected, even up to now, they have not got an opportunity for their cases to be transferred to the civilian courts. Chair, when you look at the presentation and statement made by the Attorney General on murder, specifically, he signed out that persons subjected to military law in the commission of in his statement he clearly made for those that have made this crime with military officers. But then when you look at the bill, it is openly, it is murder. So it means that the courts, the criminal courts no longer have literally anything to address. These are things that can be addressed in the military court and the civilian courts, and there is no room that the military can try somebody who has not made any kind of oath. And this is something that we should totally reject. When it comes to the welfare of the military officers, we applaud you, the Minister, because that has been our concern, that our officers need to clearly have a well-standard welfare arrangement that can cater for most of these challenges as they are serving the country. Thank you.
So let's have 3 members.
The public must attend to Parliament today. I came to seek your clarification, but also request this committee. Now that matters in this bill concern the general public, because whereas the Supreme Court ruled that civilians are not supposed to be tried in military courts, and the bill is hell-bent to bring back the same, Chair, I want to plead with your committee that you give ample time to the general public to come and express their views, because most of them could have missed the advert the way I could have missed it had it been not my voter who picked it. So that's my request to the committee. It's my request to the Minister. Do not put UPDF. UPDF is an institution for the people of Uganda. Whenever it is put against the people of Uganda, it becomes very dangerous. Whenever things like this come and people are not given chance, Mr. Chair, it will be very dangerous. So I am pleading with you on this. Secondly, Minister, and I was ready to clap for him, had he stated clearly why he still insists on bringing a matter where the Supreme Court had a ruling that civilians are not supposed to be tried in court-martial. I was willing to clap for him, unless, unfortunately, he wanted to be clapped for other reasons that were not, we wanted to hear that. Why the bill is still insisting on a matter where we have a court ruling. And lastly, Chair, my brother, the Honorable Katuntu, highlighted somewhere that, you know, civilians can be tried or may be tried if they are found with weapons. And this is where we need very big clarity, Chair, in this bill. We have situations where the military have planted weapons in people's homes, civilians' homes. They have planted them. They have planted these, what they call military attires and everything. They plant it in your home. They arrest you today. They, after arresting you,
they take you to your home and they themselves, they know where the weapon is. So how are we going to deal with that? Because it has been a problem. I'm a civilian, Patrick Insamba, I've never held a gun. Tomorrow they find a gun in my home, planted by the same military. It becomes a very big challenge, and this law must come very clear on that. Then the one last bit. The military always has come out to claim our attires. I come from National Unity Platform. One day I picked my beret and gave it to a military officer. Say, put on this one. The military officer told me that is not ours, because ours is different. And what differentiated it is the emblem that is there. So even here, it must come out clearly in the law to state that the color and the emblem that is put there.